seems like home. I'm going for the gold. Turning off the cruise control.
What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new around here. My name is Olivia. If you guys missed our last video, it was a very exciting announcement. My husband Marshall and I, we are moving on from the apartment lifestyle and into a home. We are so incredibly excited. If you did miss that video and you want to check it out, I did a brief update about what we've been working on, the updates, what's been going on behind the scenes, as well as a home tour. I will have that video linked up here in the cards if you want to watch that first. Otherwise, if you want to watch today's video and then check that video out, I'll also have it linked down below in the description box. Today's video is going to be kind of fun. I asked you guys in my last video if you'd be interested in seeing a before and after video, basically like where we started and where we ended up, or like where we're at. And a majority of you said you wanted to see both videos. So today we're doing a video of where we started and where we're currently at in the process, and then down the line we're going to be doing a video again showing the before and where we ended up, which I'm really excited about. I don't normally do sit down videos, you guys know that. I do a cleaning channel, but I figured this one would be a lot easier to sit down and talk to the camera. I'll also share some pictures and videos from, you know, of the whole process. And I think that'll be the best thing to do. And this will also be a lot easier for me. Before we get into it though, I do want to say really quick, thank you guys so much for all of the comments, messages that we've received. It's overwhelming, and Marshall and I are so excited to move into a home, but it's just even more special that you guys are just as excited for us. We have lived in an apartment for 5 years, which has been great. It has its perks, but we are so excited and more than ready to be back home, close to family, on land, privacy, and in something that we can call our home. So we are very excited, and we just appreciate you guys so much. I know if Marshall was here, he would say thank you as well. Again, we just really appreciate all of your nice comments, messages, everything. You guys have been awesome. So thank you. So getting into today's video, I did have to switch positions. I couldn't sit on my legs for much longer. I do have some notes here just so I don't forget to mention anything. But let's go ahead and just start right on in. So I'm gonna start with the back door. The way the driveway is set up, everyone enters kind of through the back way. And so we do have plans to change that. Right now there's no driveway going in the front of the house. There's no concrete pavers or sidewalk that goes to the front of the house. And so everyone just kind of utilizes the back door, which is fine for now, but we do have plans to change that because I would love to be able to use our front door. But starting out, so we did move the back door, and I did mention that in the last video, and we had to move it in order to get the kitchen layout that we wanted. There was nothing wrong with where the back door was located before. With the way the kitchen was set up, it worked out perfect, but because of the changes we wanted to make, we knew we had to move the door now because it set the tone for the rest of the house. So the back door, we got it at Home Depot. It was only like $300, which is such a steal. I love the back door. It also has hardware from Amazon, which I looked around a little bit. Home Depot, Lowe's, some online websites, they all had some, but Amazon had the best price, and I found some that had a lot of great reviews. And so far, we love the handle that we chose, and I'll probably be purchasing more for the interior doors as well. But sticking on the back door and why we moved it. So we do have plans to update the siding. I don't know if that's going to be a next year project or maybe a couple years down the road. So right now we just put some temporary siding on it. Everything's sealed up. And we removed the steps as well, the concrete steps. My father-in-law, he jackhammered them all out. And he also built us a wooden step that's temporary. Eventually, we have so many plans and ideas, but eventually we'd like to either put a patio area there or maybe a deck, like a larger deck off the back. We're just not sure yet, so we didn't want to pour in a bunch of money right now, so we put some temporary steps in, and they work out just fine. So that is the first upgrade that I'm gonna mention. Going into the back of the house. So when you walked in before, you walked in directly into, I guess it was basically a wall. There was a closet there. It was part of the kitchen. So to the right when you walked in, that's where the kitchen was set up, and it was set up in a U shape. And again, that kitchen worked out fine. However, the house itself is so small to begin with. I just felt like that whole wall cut off so much space And so I knew, well, Marshall and I both, we talked about it, and we knew that we wanted to remove that whole wall just to open it up, make it an open floor plan, and just, it seems so much bigger once we did that. That was one of the first things that we did. We ripped up all of the flooring and then took down that wall, and it just opened that space up like crazy. It's like a whole new house in there, which after that, after we took out that wall, I finally like saw my vision coming to life, and it was so fun. So again, that kitchen was a U shape before, so we did lose a closet. We lost the spot where the fridge went, and then also some cupboard space. So in order to gain that stuff back, that's why we had to move the back door. And so now the fridge is going to be where the back door used to be. We're also putting in a pantry where there was never a pantry before, which I'm so excited about. It's not a huge pantry, but it's a pantry. It's better than nothing. And then the kitchen's going to be set up in an L shape now, whereas again, before it was a U shape. We're also adding in an island. And I think the way I'm going to do the kitchen, we're going to have a nice big stove, but I really want a vent hood, like a fancy range hood above it. And so the microwave's going to be in the island. We've never done that before, or we haven't lived anywhere that has a microwave in the island. So hopefully it works out for us. Hopefully we like it, but we're really excited to get started on that kitchen. Continuing on, so where we moved the door used to be a window, and in that area, that's where the kitchen table went. We still have enough room to have a kitchen table. It's probably going to be small, but that's okay. It's just Marshall and I, so we don't need anything huge right now. And then if you continue on, that's the living room area. We didn't really change anything in the living room area. We didn't add any square footage. It just opens up a little bit more once we removed that wall. We are planning to replace the windows at some point. We were going to allow some of our savings to go towards new windows. That was the plan anyways. And we were kind of talking with my father-in-law, and he had mentioned, you know, it's going to be a lot easier to put new windows in and siding at the same time versus trying to do one now and then one later. And we thought that made sense. The windows are okay. They had really dark stain on them, so bless my mother-in-law's heart and my mom's heart, they have been sanding those windows like crazy, trying to get them ready to be stained. So we're just gonna stain them for now. We'll do white trim around them, and I think they'll work just fine for a few years until we're ready to upgrade the outside of the house. We also upgraded the ceilings and the lighting. So before, let's see, I think there was one light in the kitchen, one like chandelier above the table, the kitchen table, and then one ceiling fan in the living room. We removed those 3 lights and we put in recessed or can lighting throughout the entire upper floor. So in the bedrooms, living room, hallway, bathroom, and it makes a world of a difference. The ceilings are standard 8 feet high, so they're not extended ceilings or anything. So everything just does seem kind of short. And so when there was that chandelier hanging and the fan hanging down, it felt like you were almost gonna hit your head. You weren't, but it just felt that way. And so I knew immediately I wanted to remove those and put in flush can lighting so that it made it seem bigger. And we chose like the bright white lights, so it should be great for filming cleaning videos and stuff. But yeah, I think that looks really good. Also on the ceilings, we removed popcorn ceiling. I feel like that's something that's pretty outdated, and so I wanted to remove that and just do flush ceilings. And scraping the ceilings was kind of fun. It was very easy. You just sprayed it with water, took a scraper, and scraped it right off. The more challenging part is once all of it was off, you have to sand everything to make it perfect. And for the most part, it's done. There are some spots that we still need to work on a little bit, but the majority of it is done and sanded. So it's getting ready for paint, and I'm really looking forward to the paint. We did pick out some paint colors, which I shared in the first initial video. We're doing Extra White by Sherwin-Williams on the ceilings and the trim, and then we're doing Alabaster on all of the walls for now anyways. I think those 2 paint colors just complement each other so well, and I'm really looking forward to getting that paint. We're gonna go this week and get a paint sprayer as well as the paint, and hopefully, crossing my fingers, we'll be able to get that done this weekend. So that's the living room, kitchen, and I guess eat-in kitchen area. There is also a staircase in the front of the home, and next to the staircase is the front entrance. There was also a closet there. We decided to remove that front entry coat closet because we wanted to have more space in the bathroom. On the back side of that closet was the bathroom. So it worked out. We were able to just remove that closet and put in a piece of drywall. So we just have to finish sanding that, and then that'll be ready for paint. We do have plans to upgrade the front door at some point, just not sure when. Right now it works just fine. Nobody really uses that door right now anyways, so we figured we might as well save some money, allocate it somewhere else, and then down the line, front doors aren't that expensive, maybe $1,000 or $2,000. We can save that up, no problem, and buy a new front door. Right when you walked in the front door is where the staircase leads to the basement. And we've done some work down in the basement, but not enough to where I feel like I need to share. We just ripped up carpets, took down some wood, popcorn ceilings, that kind of thing. It's pretty empty down there. There's not really much happening right now. So for now, I'm just gonna continue on with the upstairs, and eventually once we start upgrading the basement and doing renovations down there, I'll share more of that process. Just right now, there's not too much happening down there. But continuing on with the upstairs, so again, we removed that wall that connected the kitchen and the living room. So it opened that whole space up a ton. Before it was just this like long, skinny hallway, and now it's like completely open, which is awesome. So if you went down that hallway, to the left was a bathroom, and we haven't really touched the bathroom other than removing that closet from the front of the house, because we knew we weren't gonna have time to do everything before we moved in, and even right now we're cutting it close. So we're gonna move in there. The shower works fine, the toilet works fine, the sink works fine. So we're gonna leave that stuff for right now. Hopefully by the end of the year that's upgraded, or maybe that'll be our spring project. Not quite sure yet, but it's something that we want to do. We just knew we weren't going to have time to do it right now. We have other priorities, if that makes sense. So continuing on, again, this is a 2-bedroom house. So across in the hall from each other, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. So to the right is the master bedroom. And I say master, it's the bigger of the 2 rooms. It doesn't have a walk-in closet, and it doesn't have a bathroom connected to it, which is just fine. It works perfect for us. It's enough space for Marshall and I. The things that we did in there, again, we removed the carpet that was in there. We removed all of that dark trim. I don't know if I mentioned that. There was really dark wood trim around the whole house. All of the doors were dark wood, and I really like a bright, white, light, airy feel to a home. And so we removed all of that trim, even around the windows, and we're gonna replace it with white trim, and white trim around the doors even. I did share in the last video, we picked up some interior doors that are wood, and I am obsessed with them. I love them so much. And I can't wait to get those installed, because I just really think that's gonna make a huge difference, and I'm so excited. But as far as the bedroom goes, flooring, trim we removed, popcorn ceilings, we put in can lighting again. Closet. We took out part of the closet. Before, I think it was set up so like your winter clothes would be in the back when it was summertime, and your summer clothes would be in the back when it was wintertime, and like vice versa. But it was really hard to like get back there, so we thought, let's just open that up, make it even on both sides, and we're gonna put in sliding doors for now. I think we're gonna do a barn door of some sorts that matches the interior doors. I think it's around $500 is what we kind of got quoted to have matching doors. And so that's a lot more affordable than putting in custom built-ins right now. So that's kind of the route we're taking, and that'll be able to last us however long until we're ready to save up the money and do custom built-ins. That's not a priority of ours right now anyways. The hall, or the bedroom across from our bedroom, is a smaller bedroom. That's going to be our guest bedroom. I did contemplate putting my office up there, but I might do it downstairs. We are going to put hardwood flooring in downstairs, I think right away. We ordered enough to do that. And we're also gonna paint and do drywall down there. We only have a couple weeks left, so it's not gonna be done before we move in. I might just have to use that room for my office for now, but ideally, or at some point, eventually I'd like to move the office down in the basement. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some of the before and after shots. I feel like we have made so much progress in the last couple of months. Well, at the same time, I feel like things are just like dragging on, because a lot of time was spent on the lighting and the electrical and things like that. But we're at the point where everything's starting to be fun. We're getting to pick out flooring, kitchen, paint, all the things like that. And I'm really enjoying that process. But hopefully you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit more about the before and afters, seeing what the before looked like, where we're currently at. Obviously we still have a long ways to go, but that's okay. We're plugging away. We have a very long to-do list, or a list of things that we would like to do, and I think we're just trying to get it to a place where we can move in there and then enjoy the rest of the process. I think that's what's stressing me out the most is we have so much to do at this apartment to pack it up still, and only a couple weeks left and we have to move it all in there, and it's not where I want it to be. And so once we get up there, once we get moved, I'll be able to take a big deep breath and it'll all work out. But I'm really excited. Marshall's excited. I know you guys are excited for us. Before I end this video, I do want to share a quick update on our flooring. So I did do a little snippet in the last video. I don't think I pointed out which one we went with, but this is our flooring. So we went with a very light white oak flooring. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. I know sometimes cameras don't pick up the color quality very well. But we went with a luxury vinyl plank flooring. It's waterproof. We went with Paradigm Conquest in the color Estate. Now, there was another flooring that I really liked, but everybody else that voted for this one. So this is what we went with. I still really love this. This was my second choice, but everybody else's first choice. So this is what we went with. I'm so excited to see it in person. It should be here within the next week or so. So hopefully it gets put in before we move in. And then also we picked paint colors. I shared that in my last video. We're doing Sherwin-Williams extra white on the trim and ceilings, and we're doing alabaster throughout the whole house. Right now anyways, we might change that later on, but we just need to get one color, get the walls painted, and be done with it. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're currently at in the process. We do still have to, we have a long ways to go. We're in the process of designing our kitchen right now, and we'll order that. I'll maybe share that in another video, maybe do a little update video. Yeah, we just have a lot of fun things coming up. If there's any videos you guys want to see or any questions that you have, you can always feel free to message me over on Instagram or leave them down below in the comments. I think my next video, I'm going to be doing a cleaning video, maybe some packing, and also answering some of your questions that I've been getting. I did post on Instagram a little question box in case you guys had any other questions that I'm not seeing, and I'll answer those in one of those cleaning videos as well. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the before shots as well as the current progress that we've been making. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I would really love it if you would stick around and hit that subscribe button. You can also turn on your bell notifications if you don't want to miss any future uploads. We have a lot of fun renovation content to come, as well as moving content, packing content, all of the things, and I'm really excited to share it with you all. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.